Hi.
Welcome to a stream.
Good job.
Hola,
Yes.
Mike.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream.
Hi.
Gonna find us some. We're gonna find ourselves some shiny Magikarp. Oh, I thought that was a shiny Butterfree. What?
Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome to the stream.
If you guys missed it, Elias already said hello to Mike and Mordecai. For both of you, welcome to the stream.
We're gonna find
And
ourselves
we
some
are-
shiny Magikarp.
Exactly. We're going to find ourselves some shiny Magikarp. And Nadia will be with us. Though she might not be able to actually raid hunt with us tonight because she's currently embroiled in her Pokemon League Champions Cup.
Magikarp.
You got
And
one?
It's a 3-star.
That's okay.
Let's see. Still see if it's a shiny.
Oh, darn Lanoon. Darn Lanoon.
The Nooner's really fast. I can't even stop running. Wait a minute. And here comes my mother.
Whoa. These Lanoon.
They never stop. Oh, I'm gonna invite others once Mom gets on
Well,
her
she probably,
Switch.
like I said, she probably can't tonight because she's, well, maybe not right away. Mike's saying he might have some tips for you in your
It's a
Champions
Magikarp.
Cup.
Oh, Mike's up?
Yeah.
What's up, man?
You come down.
Yeah?
Now come up.
I
Yeah.
just defeated Nessa. So I'm just still kind of
Oh, you know what?
Are we inviting others?
Yeah, who forgot to,
We forgot to feed our woofer.
Woofer.
Why don't you pause for a second, Addison? And go feed him quickly, please. I'll invite other people on yours. Ready, Aubrey? I'm gonna invite from Addison's.
Okay. Magikarp.
It's you, Magikarp, the weak Pokemon. Though your moves are worthless, still you want my heart.
I have a lot of Magikarp. Look.
Oh, I know.
Look at my full decks right here.
I know, we've been catching Magikarp like crazy, but you know what?
I have 2
It's for a
full
good
dexes.
cause.
I have 2 full dexes.
boxes.
Foxes.
Boxes.
Are you able? You said you were about to go to the dressing room, right?
I just went back in.
Oh, I was gonna say you should check in the dressing room if you can access your Ycom.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Cause I bet you probably can.
I probably could. I can access my boxes and everything like that.
Oh, then you probably can, yeah. You probably could do these raid battles with us then without having to leave.
Taking on
But not the
Alistair.
first one. Ooh, Alistair. Yes, you as well, Mike. That was an awesome battle. You totally
Alistair.
crushed me. When and also again, thank you so much for the Gigantamax Colossal. It was very unexpected and very appreciated. But when we did our trade earlier, he asked if we could battle so he could try out his competitive team that he's been working on, and he totally whooped my butt.
Will Mom be able to come with us?
Not in this
Bolton.
first one.
You
Bolton.
kick her butt.
No, he kicked my butt.
Mom's not coming in this one.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and click start battle.
Start battle.
Then maybe in the next one.
Ready for this Magikarp?
Yeah.
Let's see if it's a shiny.
Fingers crossed. Shiny.
I think that's the first time I've seen Alistair's eyes light up.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
No shiny. That
Well,
doesn't
it's
mean-
actually kind of. You
Bolton.
get a Dynamax Bolton.
I'm not going to Dynamax my Boltund, but I think that Addison is going to Dynamax his. This was his Dynamax battle, so he has access to it first.
Yep. Dynamax Bolton.
And he'll knock out its shield. Unless one of us attacks first.
Oops. No.
Max lightning.
I was almost going to attack all of us instead of the Magikarp.
Discharge.
No.
No, she said she almost used the move on the wrong Pokemon.
Except for Magikarp. Even on my
Bolted.
Pokemon, I almost did.
Dynamax Bolton. Doesn't Bolton look so cute?
Should be easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Get up. Get up here. Go to right.
Now you got the Magikarp song stuck in my
Nice.
head.
I do too. Earlier we listened to the Magikarp song. If any of you guys have not heard the Magikarp song, this is probably the perfect time to listen to it.
9
I'll get
great
tons and
balls.
nothing to catch this time.
Dad, I only have 9 great balls and 9 Pokeballs. You
Well,
turn
between
out.
between Dynamax battles, you should go into one of the cities then and buy some more.
You roll
Okay.
out at the end.
We'll see if I caught it.
At the end. You
No,
roll
because you're
out.
only gonna be able to catch like 9 Pokemon.
You
Maybe
roll
18
out.
Pokemon. Nope, I caught it. Give me 5.
Me too.
He's so concerned.
Not. I don't even know.
You broke out? That doesn't make much sense, but okay.
Caught it.
Nice. Also, I sat down and saw I have 40 subscribers now. I got another one since earlier.
That's what's up.
Thanks to everybody who's subscribing to the channel. It's really awesome to see the subscribers growing.
Yeah.
Sending out Shen.
It's been a very long and arduous journey to this point. Last 6 months of working very hard to get people to notice.
Lucario!
Yeah.
Lucario was after me.
Oh wait, I
I
didn't even
just-
check that max rebuild. I think it's a Corvisquire though. There's literally always a Corvisquire in this den. But now that I said that, there probably won't be.
Not right battle.
Nope, Corvisquire. Called it. I've said this to Nadia before, but that's actually like probably my only real disappointment with these games is that literally there's a Hawlucha here every single time. There's a Corviknight here, up here, every single time. There's a Gengar over on the other side, there's a Tranquil. They all spawn, all the overworld Pokemon spawn in the exact same places every single time. And at least with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, that was random. And so I feel like they could have put in the extra work to make it random for this game too.
Dad,
Yeah.
should I go and get some balls?
You can right now while we're trying to look around for some raid battles quick. If you want to go get yourself some balls so you're prepared for the catching.
I already got some
Aubrey, why
guy
don't you
balls.
fly?
Yeah, it's much easier. Much faster.
Remember how to do that?
Magikarp, 3-star.
Alright. Wait just a second to invite.
I'll switch my Pokemon.
Wait till Aubrey's done getting her Pokeballs purchased. No! I literally was trying to avoid, like, move around and avoid this Lanoon. It ran right the same way I did.
I'm going up the stairs.
Darn Lanoons.
Dunes are so hard to avoid.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I definitely like Galarian Lanoon more than I like regular Lanoon.
But they're still a Lanoon.
Yeah, and they're still Lanoon. Don't be a Lanoon.
Yeah, I'm actually really good at avoiding Lanoons.
Like saying, well, I'll be back at school soon, and since times are different, I won't be able to watch as frequently. I wanted to give you something to say thanks, and also I wanted to say thanks to everybody. Well, Mike, that won't be entirely an issue. I guess it depends on exactly what time your school is, because when the kids go back to school here next week, too, I'll probably start streaming, like, 5 o'clock in the morning again, my time. Which I guess would make it, like, 1 o'clock your time. So maybe... yeah, maybe it still won't work out. I don't know. It depends. It really depends.
Oh,
It'll still be done
Storm
probably in the
Zone
morning, and
level
we'll still have
74.
family streams. but they won't be like every day like they've been this week. And Mike's saying thank you to the family also, by the way, for all of the entertainment that we've been providing.
Thank you, Mike.
Thanks, Mike.
We're just doing.
We're just having fun.
My
And we
Cinderace,
really like it when people can come in and enjoy it and have fun with us.
my Cinderace is almost like really, really down. Look at that.
It's okay because when you go into max raid battles, they're healed automatically anyway.
Gengar.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So it's been my fun trick to let them Dynamax first and hit me once, and then I Dynamax.
It's a good idea.
Smash them out.
It's a good strategy to have. That's the one thing with Dynamax, you really have to be strategical when you're going up against somebody else that's using it.
Alright. I made this.
Alright, so...
I named this guy. I named my,
So basically, Mike, if I streamed
Alright,
my time
I mean,
anytime past about 10 or 11 in the morning,
This guy Greedy Bear.
you'd be able to probably be there for them, I'm assuming.
That is my Magikarp, but I think I just see.
G-Max Snorlax.
G-Max Snorlax. Do you have any Magikarps up right now, Addison?
I
I thought you did.
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'm just switching my Pokemon.
Invite then. Let's do his Magikarp quick, and then we can, we'll see about other stuff.
He didn't invite anyone.
He's going to in just a second.
Just a second, I need to.
Oh, there's so many
You
items
could
everywhere.
just.
Flutter.
You
I'm choosing Flutter.
Just defeated Alistair.
Nicely done. Alistair down. Who's up next, I wonder? Why are...
He invite others.
I swear.
Yup. I
Okay.
invited others. I invited others.
Another full Jax.
Wearing my mask kept me from seeing how strong you really are.
Did you invite?
Yeah.
Where's X again?
Oh. Mike has a competitive Ice Cube that is a 5 IV, which means it's literally basically perfect. He wants to give it to you, Nadia, for online battles. He wants to know if you have online.
For why? Why? Why do you want to give it to me?
Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna have to connect this guy. She does have online. She does. To answer, she's just like I am and very. I guess I don't really know what the word to say is. Not confused, intrigued by your generosity.
Yep. There you go.
Most people don't give away such great Pokemon, so it's cool to meet somebody that's so
Very
giving. But at the same
challenged.
time, I hate to take away all your good Pokemon too, Mike.
You chose Leopard? No, even. Welcome. Ready to battle?
Now is that Mom?
He's saying he wants to give it to you because he just wants to say thanks. It's part of him saying thanks to all of us for providing
Why
the
can't you
entertainment.
start battles at Mom?
Mom can't be in on this one yet because she's in. Are you in a battle right now?
I'm in the locker room, but Marnie's talking to me.
After that, I can. He wants to trade right now with you actually,
Oh, okay.
so I can help you set that up. She is
God. Darn you, Magikarp.
I can definitely understand, Mike. I definitely understand.
Yeah, I
It's-
can access Wycombe.
It's just a matter of you don't meet a lot of generous people like you, so it's really nothing. It's just a matter of
Yeah, we're from America.
yeah, we're from America. Nobody's generous here.
What do you think? What's in it for you?
Yeah, exactly. That's like what are you getting out of
Stone
it?
Surge. G-Max
But no,
Stone
it's cool. It
Surge.
really is cool. I'll help her.
I'm using G-Max Stones.
Oh, that's fine. She's got plenty
This
of
is a
candies
water
too.
attack.
I'll help her get set up trading with you here in just a second. She's talking to Marnie. Are you still? Okay.
G-Max Dreadnought. Ow.
All right. So I gotta go
That
into
almost
settings
broke my
here.
skull.
Did it feel like
healed.
an egg was being cracked over your
This
head?
is you got healed.
I got shield. Where?
Did it feel like I cracked an egg over your head?
Yeah.
Oops. Okay, just quickly. Hey, Duxon! Hey, Jeff, how's it going? He says hello, Tony, Nadia, Edison, Aubrey, and Mr. Whiskers.
Mr. Whiskers.
Hey, TSM Duck.
It's hilarious. Where in the world? Why can't I?
I have 20 Pokemon.
For some reason, I'm having the hardest time finding your friend.
Got it.
I have 20 Pokeballs, Dad.
You have 20 Pokeballs?
Yeah.
Nice, that's gonna be enough. Oops, what am I doing here? Hold on. It's gonna.
I know.
So hard to balance Elias and do these things at the same time.
Oh no. I broke
Friend
down.
settings.
You broke out, Mr. Whiskers. What?
I broke down.
I've done this a million times, but for some reason I am having the hardest time remembering where to get to the friend. Where to get the switch friend code at. It's been a while since I've done it.
Got it. Run.
I guess it doesn't exactly matter. You guys can just trade using link code too, but I was thinking it'd be easier, I guess, if you guys could also be hooked up friend-wise. But I'll just do link trade. So what code would you like to use, Mike? Kitty, kitty, kitty.
Quagsire.
Kitty.
Wag. Sire.
I can just throw up a code too if you'd like me to for her. Like 9512. 9512 for you, Mike?
Ooh.
Oh, 1314. Okay.
Darn you, Quagsire. This guy almost knocked down my Pikachu. It's
All right.
Quagsire.
So she is searching for you right now. As you can see, as it just popped up on my screen. Oh wait, you know what? Sorry. 1 second. I'm gonna have to cancel out quick. I forgot to connect her to the internet. So if you connect to somebody, Mike, it's not her. We don't need another mistake happening, right? Elias, stop. I can't see it if your face is right next to it. Alrighty then.
That
Ooh, set link code. Ooh, Seismitoad. What level is it? 314.
It's 36.
Ah, nice. I don't think you can catch it though. I mean, maybe. I guess I don't know what your threshold right now is for catching.
I don't know either. I only beat 4 gyms.
Okay, I'm gonna pause really quickly so I can initiate this trade. Well, you quit from the trade, Mike? At least it just said you did.
Run.
Maybe I accidentally connected to somebody else? I'm going to
Oh, it's a girl.
try it again.
It's a timber. No, it's a girder. Girder. No girders today. We did
After I'm
a
gonna heal
regular.
my Pokemon,
Alright,
Dad.
is that you now? I guess I don't really know.
After the stream, I'm gonna heal my Pokemon.
Scum tank. Skunk tank. Scum tank.
Which Pokemon would you like to trade him? Do you know which one of your Magikarps is shiny? Oh, it says. Oh, I never said that before. It says which ones are shiny now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you see there's little sparkles? Right there in the corner? That one's shiny, that one's not.
Oh, okay.
So, do you...
Otherwise, my shiny's name is Clifford.
And King Lao.
Cinder.
And yeah, King Lou.
Oh, King Lou.
Cinderbolt.
Okay. So, we've got you connected. Do you mind which one I trade him?
No.
Of your other ones?
No.
Cinderbolt.
Alright. There you are. Alright, she should be all set up for you, Mike. Mordecai, you're supposed to be facing Gordy soon, but you keep getting sidetracked. Surprise trading and hatching, though. You know what? There's no real path you need to follow. I mean, you can really play these games however you like. So I think it's cool, though, that you're taking the time to do the extra stuff. That's what basically my entire next year is going to be. Is just going to be doing all the extra stuff in this game. I mean, besides playing all the other new games that come out next year, but... Am I connected to the internet? No, I'm not. Okay. So is that you? Are you running around over here, Rayla? I need to try to reset my dens. Anybody have any Magikarps up?
No.
Or any G-Max Pokemon?
Well, thank you, pal.
You can hear her, right, Mike?
It was mighty wide of you.
I'm not really sure exactly, you know, with the audio way back there, her voice is being picked up by the microphone or not. But she said thank you if you didn't hear. Whew. Those sneezes
Last
are
match
feisty.
of the finals.
Last match, huh? Of the finals? Okay.
Before
Just making sure. Mike said he can hear you.
Rayon.
Nope.
Pushing too many buttons too fast.
I can't
He
remember
says you're
what I
welcome. Now she owes you a battle.
Oh, I'm not that good.
Hey, he crushed me too, so... I tried to use the excuse that I haven't competitively built up my Pokemon yet, but I'm guessing that even if I had, he'd probably still crush me. Did you see that Steelix? Oh no, it's a Gollet. Gollet. I think I'm gonna go take care of this Corvusquire den so I can just get rid of it.
Right.
Does anybody want to join me in it?
No.
Yes.
What are you doing? It's in a race?
A Rotom Rally.
Is that looking for max raid dens?
No.
Then you can save and quit and be done now.
Nope. Not
All
my
right.
turn.
Mike says, yeah, I'm waiting for a battle, Nadia. Hmm. Just gonna jump out of this one here. Mordecai says, I know, I just wanted to continue with the game eventually. I already have my team prepared for the upcoming gym battles. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, there's no real right or wrong way to approach it. And it's cool that you already kind of have a good setup going forward as to how you're going to take down all the gyms. Can I just run from this? Oh, you know what we should have done? We should have opened up the door for the porch. For exercise.
We're exercising tonight?
Yeah, we're going to exercise after the stream.
What? Dad?
Yeah?
What the? I really love the food.
What food?
Yeah, this is weird.
Oh, the shrimp and sweet potato fries?
Yeah, you
Nice.
actually cooked it really good.
Well, thank you very much. Did you want to join me in this Corvus Squire battle? Or no?
No.
Okay. I'll take it down quick then. That way I can reset my dens and we can maybe get some more Magikarp up in here.
It's you, Magikarp.
The pity Pokemon.
No, it's a Corviknight.
Oh, it's a Corviknight, not a Corvus Squire. I had that wrong.
A Cor? I don't even know what that is.
That's a Corviknight.
Corviknight.
Although it looks like a G-Max Corviknight.
It's a red laser.
Maybe hang on a second and I will take care of this real quick. And then maybe I'll join in. Because if that is a G-Max Corviknight, I definitely want in on it.
Why?
Because I don't have one yet.
You don't have a G-Max anything.
I do. I have Gigantamax Pokemon. I just don't have a Gigantamax Corviknight.
You're gonna get one.
No, this is a Dynamax Corviknight right now. Not a Gigantamax.
Oh. Then what should I do?
Just wait there. This battle shouldn't take me too long. It's cool you can access your Wacom, so if we do come across, you know,
Where's it?
out there.
Out there?
Yeah, I think you went upstairs.
What I don't want is that Game Freak does so many raid events that new players won't have to. You're leaving me hanging.
Dad, while I'm waiting for you, can I film it?
Yes. you may. Retract.
I love that, you got a Gyarados called Big Ol' Blue, and then I got a Gyarados. A shiny Magikarp that's gonna be a shiny Gyarados, and I got purple. Two shiny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that does really funny. That's a fun play off of that theme of it. Max Lightning.
Oh, interesting.
I got this seal.
Well, who wants to use that then? When is that usable?
What's that?
Burn up?
What does it do?
My Colossal. What's the lure burn up? To inflict massive damage, the user burns itself out. After using this move, the user will no longer be fire type.
For that
It's only rock.
for that battle.
Right.
Not forever
Okay,
though.
heal my Pokemon
I know.
up.
Although that could actually help you. Because let's say you come across a Pokemon that's good against fire. And then you can use that to, like, if you're coming up against like a rock type Pokemon, for instance, that's good against fire, then you could switch to just rock. And then you no longer have a weakness to their rock type attacks. So I could see that only being really useful in that kind of scenario. Probably mostly for like competitive, honestly. Because the NPCs and stuff don't really battle that strategically. Alright, here we go. Here's the message. What I don't want is that Game Freak do so many raid events that new players don't actually get to play the story or are torn between events and actual story. But I guess that is this game. This game was based on raids. Yeah, it was based on like raids and competitive. I mean, I've had a lot of people on YouTube that were like, oh, you know, now that Pokemon's made competitive so easy, I can't wait for future games to continue this trend. And I don't think that's actually going to be the case. I think that this game was specifically made easy for competitive because the whole theme of Sword and Shield is competition, like Pokemon battles. And, you know, they've even said many, many times how Pokemon battles are like a huge spectacle in the Galar region. And so I could honestly see them, you know, kind of nerfing competitive back again in future games and then making Sword and Shield like the premier game for, you know, competitive building and stuff. But my hope for the raid battles is that they actually use it to introduce new Pokemon or new Gigantamax forms or special shinies or stuff like that. You know, kind of like what they're doing with this Magikarp raid, where by itself Magikarp isn't really that appealing, but a shiny Magikarp is. And then they give you the extra reward of having all the, you know, extra nuggets and stuff to help bolster your gameplay anyway. That would be nice. But I do think they have to space it out more. I don't think that they should just jam-pack them all back to back to back to back, because you're right. Many new players are going to be very torn as to whether they're going to be raid battling the whole time or trying to get through the storyline, and then certain areas and certain aspects of raid battling isn't even opened up until you get further into the storyline, so there's even more, you know, stress in that sense.
Does your life have something
Alright.
to watch?
He just wants to hang out with us. Why don't you stop worrying so much about everybody else?
Okay. Now should
Oh,
I
yes,
join
invite,
the
please.
others?
Invite us, please. Please, please invite us. We would be delighted if you would join us.
Hydro and pump your weed.
I'm ready!
Oh, did you see that the creator of SpongeBob passed away?
Really? Aw. That's sad. The originals were actually great. The original, before he like got taken over by freaking Nickelodeon and everything. That's sad. I've actually been wanting to watch for some time. The voice of SpongeBob there's a video where he reads a bunch of SpongeBob memes out loud. Cause you know there's so many SpongeBob memes out there. I actually want to watch that. You're not joining in, are you?
No, I still have
Go ahead and start.
2. Well, I've almost defeated one, then I got to defeat the last one.
Oh, wait.
Dragon Claw!
What is
Gigantamax Corviknight.
Oh, nice.
No, it's Dynamax Corviknight. A
pretty
G-Max?
It does look really cool.
Wow. G-Max Corviknight.
It sure is.
No, it is not.
Yes, that is. That's a
Nice.
Gigantamax Corviknight.
Yes, it is.
No, it is not. The one disappeared.
It disappeared.
Look what Pokemon shoes.
Chose. Bob.
Oh my god, all these competitors look so, like, creepy and awkward when they're like,
Go Scout.
defeated Leon. Not you.
It's because Leon's, you know, so passionately like the champion that everybody wants to take him down.
Bring the storm. My partner will send everyone.
Yeah, honestly, Mike, I probably could have sat down and went through the story in maybe a day or two. I mean, I'm a little bit busier because of family life and stuff, but I definitely probably could have blown through the story. If I would have just focused on the story and that's it, I probably could have done it in a couple days also. It's not, you know, a story that's really all over the place. Not like with Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. The storyline of that is so all over the place, taking you across the region and back over here and back over there and here and there, and then you gotta find this way and that way, and I like that though, you know, it definitely extends out the storyline and gives you more to do. I'll be very interested to see what they end up doing as far as a revised version of this game is. If they go with like, you know, Pokemon Spear or whatever, or if they end up doing, you know, a sequel like Sword and Shield 2.
He's about to take me out. Smash. Oh gosh, that was crucially close.
Oh, thank you. That's a nice hug.
Oh yeah.
You beat him? Nicely done. Who was it?
Ryan.
Oh, Raihan,
Ryan.
the Dragon Master. He's my last
But
gym
he
leader.
had like what the Dynamax or G-Max of Blue.
Duraludon. Looks like a giant skyscraper.
But I literally, my HP was down to like 4.
Damn.
And I got to hit him.
You getting sleepy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not bedtime yet, though, buddy.
I'm not tired.
No, we still got exercise and hang out still for a little while. You want to exercise tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike says he got the game the day it was released, and I was at the 4th gym by the time I went to sleep. Plus the fact I did raid battles and surprise raids. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I think really in this game too, like the first 4 gyms seem to be like it takes you the longest to get through those even because of all the dialogue and, you know, going over here, and then now you gotta go to this city, and then you gotta go talk to that guy, and so that's even like the longest part, I feel like, so, you know, that's pretty indicative of itself. I'm sure the last 4 gyms you just sailed through because they're all like boom, 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 boom.
Hey, I heard it.
You heard it?
Yeah.
Well, maybe you should stop chewing on your finger then. Alright, fingers crossed, fingers crossed.
Hope I'm gonna catch it.
Oh!
Caught it!
No!
Nice.
Good job.
What'd you use?
An Ultra Ball.
And Aubrey's over here. She's a Pokeball.
She's the Great Ball.
Great Ball, you're right.
Well, hopefully now my Dens will reset. Yep. Alright, cool.
I'm so happy. Dad, I
Oh,
could trade
I
it
was
to
wondering
you
if-
if you want.
Oh, no, don't worry. You keep that. You earned that Gigantamax Corviknight, honey.
A purple razor.
Yep, I'm gonna go to the Purple Beam.
What is it?
I don't know yet.
How do you bike faster?
Push B, but you can only do it every once in a while. Like, watch, you'll see my bike turn electric.
Every once in a while.
See? And then you can blast yourself forward. Yes, I know I repeated myself. What? Oh, Vanillux. I don't.
What's a vanilla?
No need. It's the ice cream cone Pokemon. No need for a Vanillux right now.
Razor.
Would have been cool if they would have, like, you know, given some of these Pokemon Gigantamax forms too, or even more Galarian forms would have been cool. I don't really see the appeal behind Vanillite and Vanillux's Pokemon in general, but everybody's got their favorites. Yeah. Onyx. I have not even seen an Onyx raid yet. That's hilarious.
Damn, I should have taken some candies to level up my Hellion. Okay.
Oh man, yes. Gangster, you are right on track on that one, man. He says one feature he wished they would have put in is the Destiny Flute sort of thing in Alpha Sapphire Mega Ruby where you could fly on Latios above the region and like land down on cities and stuff, but using Corviknight in the taxis. Yeah. Actually,
yeah, you talked about that.
yeah, in the build up of Sword and Shield before they were released, that was like my number one well, besides that and like riding Pokemon, that was my like number one hope for these games was that you were going to be able to actually fly over the region and, you know, see everything from the sky.
Oh, sound
I don't think it would have been that hard for them to implement, just like I don't think it would have been hard for them to implement riding Pokemon or following Pokemon either. Yeah, that's a Gigantamax Sandaconda. You want to try?
Whoa. She's blowing up on this field right now.
Oh, some crazy stuff's going down in her game.
Dad, I can't.
You're right.
I haven't invited yet. Eternatus?
I think you're right. He was the pawn. Because he
Still
said
can't join in. Oh, there.
it wasn't by my hand of choice or something like that.
Tyon.
We were talking. I don't really know much about the storyline. I've been trying to avoid storyline spoilers, but in the lead up to her challenging the champion and stuff, I had theorized that Oleana is the true evil, and that Chairman Rose is essentially just her puppet. Oh, you know, I didn't know you can't fly into the slumbering world, huh? That is annoying. And actually, one thing too that really caught me off guard is the fact that there's actually no there's no cutscene or animation or anything when it comes to flying on the taxi. It's literally just a black screen with the little Corviknight flapping in the bottom, and then that's it. Like every other game had, some form of animation for the flying.
Magikarp, Are you gonna make it? Oh, cool.
No, she's in the middle of the story right now.
She hasn't even got any Dynamax Pokemon.
And Mike's freaking out right now because of where you're at in the story. I know, I can't wait to get to that point either. Gigantamax Sandaconda. Mike says, Nadia, good luck, because you will need it. And if he's saying that, you will.
Thanks, man. It makes me nervous.
I'm gonna Dynamax, okay?
Okay.
It's cool you brought your shiny Magikarp to the battle.
The one's called Shiny.
Yeah, I know you named Shiny. Shiny with an E, though. Boom. Whoa! That was powerful.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, actually, Mike, I think I've heard a couple of other people kind of float that idea around too, and I definitely agree. I do think that Corviknight was kind of birthed from those original flying animations. I just feel like wouldn't it have done really more justice in a sense if that is the case and he was actually based off of that? It would have been really cool if they would have done the animation again, but instead of having just a generic black bird, they would have actually shown Corviknight swooping in to pick you up to make that nod back to those old games. But I don't know. I think from what I see a lot of, I think Game Freak is a bit disheartened in the production of these games. I feel like they don't want to put as much work and time into them anymore, especially with all the outrage and cancel culture and hate to hate and just to be negative, it's like they can never win, for the last how many games now, they've delivered good games. They don't have everything that every fan wants, but they're still good games, they're enjoyable, they're Pokemon. But it just hasn't been good enough, and so I don't know. You can kind of see in Sword and Shield, there's some things that had great intentions, a really great idea behind it, but just the execution seems a little undercooked, I guess.
The Magikarp just flew in the air because I taught it to fly.
You taught it bounce? That's cool.
Yeah, in the air right now.
That's awesome. Congratulations, Mordecai, on your recent catch of a Gigantamax Sandaconda. If I do end up catching this will be my second one. This is only the second one I've even seen.
I don't even have any of those.
You didn't catch that last one, did you?
No.
That's right. Well, hopefully you catch this one then.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm also really hoping, I don't think it's going to actually happen, but I really would love it if they would add more Gigantamax forms.
I have my shiny Magikarp named Shiny.
It's the only gimmick they included in this game. There's no Megas, so I feel like, why wouldn't they?
Bounce again. I'm bouncing again.
I'll probably knock it out beforehand with Max Geyser. Told you. Are you gonna kick up a sandstorm right at the end?
You roll down.
Alright, let's see. Yes, Mike, you're on top of it on that one too. Oras had the Delta episode at the end, and honestly, that's one of the best post-game.
You caught it.
Nice.
You caught it.
Good job.
Hey, you caught
Yes, I did. You give me 5. Aubrey caught it too. That's one of the
High five?
best post games they've really
it. High five.
given us in a while. You know.
Good job.
It seemed like they were giving more story, not just gameplay, but actual story to digest in the post game as well. And yes, Mordecai, I agree. I absolutely miss Mega Evolutions. I was actually always a great big fan of Mega Evolutions. And Z moves, I don't know. I guess if there would have been more diversity to them or something,
Dad,
I might have liked them more.
done or not?
Hold on, I'm gonna name her Coil. What?
Are we done or
No,
not?
we're still playing. Look for we need to look for more Magikarp.
Only Magikarp?
Yeah, if we can. Or I need other G-Max Pokemon too. I mean, I'm not gonna pass the G-Maxes. Game basically hands you legendaries, and even Sun and Moon made you look for Necrozma. Yeah, that's true. It's very, very true. Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
I think.
And as of right now, there's no mythicals in this game either. Although, from the data mine that had come out or whatever, it seems like there probably will be a couple of mythicals added in.
Dad, look.
G-Max Snorlax.
So we would join in.
Yeah.
Invite others.
Yep.
And then me.
Yeah, I'll take on a G-Max Snorlax. I already have a bunch, but I'll never complain about getting more. And the more extra I have, the more I can trade off to other people and be generous like Mr. Mike.
Mr. Mike. Hi, Mike. Welcome to a stream.
He's been in the stream, buddy. Ooh, Zacian and Zamazenta. They're beautiful.
Nice.
Can I see?
Look,
Elias,
look, Elias.
look.
Zacian and Zamazenta.
She's here in summer sound.
So cool. So cool. Let's use Himuri. Go
I
ahead.
can start
Go ahead.
battle?
Yep.
Whoa! She must
Whoa.
know what.
Uh-huh.
Hug with my feet.
Go, Bruce Lee. Yeah, Mordecai, Cinderace is actually one of my favorite Pokemon too. Definitely in the top 10 of Generation 8 for me.
How beautiful that is.
Wow.
Although, yeah, that is really beautiful. Wow. That's like the sanctuary where you find them, right? Or something like that. I can't really decide if I like Raboot or Cinderace more, just to finish up that thought. Raboot's design is just really cool to me. And yeah, Mike, I am basically in 100% agreement with you. I feel like these are amazing games for many reasons, you know? competitive, online, cooperative play. The wild area, just the whole idea behind the wild area and what they're trying to do with it. The Galar region is beautiful. The rotational camera in the wild area, just all those things, awesome. But the story does seem a bit shallow. But like I said, I think Game Freak in itself just has that mentality. I'd even seen an interview with Junichi Masuda, who's one of the directors and producers over at Game Freak, and he basically said that he doesn't believe kids anymore have the attention span for long-term story-driven games, and so I think that the fact that he's still kind of ahead over there is what's leading all this in this direction. Though I'm very intrigued to see, once the older generation at Game Freak kind of starts stepping back and away from being in creative control, will the younger generation, who's more in tune with the current gaming culture, actually realize that the fans of Pokemon have been clamoring for... Basically, if we could have a game that's like the storyline of Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Oras, any of those, Diamond and Pearl.
It broke out.
That's okay. If we could have the storyline of those games plus all the great features of this one, perfection.
Dad, what about nuggets? Chicken nuggets.
What? You get those from Magikarps, remember?
Only magic.
Oh, my Snorlax got away too. Yeah, that would be really cool too if they would have given us the option to choose what gimmick we like to use. If somebody's more of a Mega Evolutioner, if somebody's more of a Z-Mover or a Dynamaxer, then they can kind of play their own style. If Generation 9, to make the perfect Generation 9 game, they should just make an open world game. You can take on the gyms in any order. You have your starting town, your starting Pokemon, and then there's storyline kind of sprinkled throughout that actually keep driving you throughout it. And then give you all the options, Make it so that you actually can have your own Pokemon experience. Different from everybody else's that's also playing the game. But we'll see. I actually want to call it now. My theory... And my prediction is that Generation 9 is going to take place in an India-based region. So we'll see if I'm right on that one. Where am I going here?
A trainer's battling me.
And yeah, Mordecai, that's like my dream. That would be my favorite game of all time, probably, if that actually was real. Can't get these items. Oh! Big game. How's it going over there? Got a story? Talk.
It's making me fall asleep. Even though that doesn't take much, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yep, there's one right there. And on the interview, I don't think he realizes how big an adult audience these games have, since a lot of parents play the original games children. Exactly. I played the original games as a child. I was there when Red and Blue came out, and I had Red, and Charmander was my first Pokemon, and I've been with Pokemon ever since.
It hurts.
And it is, kind of a bummer for longtime players like us to see some of the core components of the RPG factor removed for convenience, Pikachu, yeah. Pikachu raid. I've never seen a Pikachu raid before. It's interesting.
Yes.
Oh, here we go. Gigantamax Dreadnought? I'm not getting any Magikarps. Let me check. I'm gonna go check the other ones in here, and if we can't find any, if we can't find any more Magikarps, then we'll do that G-Max Dreadnought. I wish I could see the shiny laser beams. Where was that item? I saw you. Tiny mushroom.
Oh no, it is all his plot. It's not.
Is it? Alright, I was wrong. Oh, I got a Magikarp. So I'll wait on this until you're done.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Mike, you're definitely correct. They're so mainstream and digestible now and appeal to such a wide range of players, even gamers who don't necessarily like Pokemon as a franchise. I feel like still like these games because of how, you know, mainstream and everything they've made them. So I do agree. I think this would be the perfect time to make these Pokemon games the best they've ever been, because you're bringing so many people into the franchise right now that, you know, it'd be stupid not to soak all that in.
Can
It
you
really would.
fight me, please?
Yeah. I mean, quite honestly, this is like one of the biggest times for Pokemon, legitimately, since the beginning. You know, I haven't seen this much excitement in the general public for Pokemon since the very beginning. It's basically just been us fans ever since, you know. Gee, Scout, say excuse me.
Start a battle. Start a battle.
I am. Let's see if we can at least get one shiny tonight.
We haven't got any shiny. Fingers crossed.
Nope.
No.
Don't do that. Oh, I was gonna start kicking you out of streams for doing that.
Aerothorn is
Steel and grass.
fire, so I can use fire, huh?
Yeah, fire would be 4 times powerful against it.
Eevee trainer.
Yeah, I like those cute little Eevee trainers.
They wag their tail.
They do tail whip. You know, tail whip.
Can I see?
You won't understand it.
What is that?
Exactly.
Is it a glass?
Well, that's not the point of the picture, though. That's why it didn't matter if you saw it or not, because it's an adult joke. Or at least a joke that only adults would understand. Trying to use fire against a water Pokemon, girl?
I wasn't looking.
Oh, you just selected it?
Yeah.
I've done that before. I
It
can
was a
understand.
bad idea.
Accidents happen, though. Sleepy boy. So, for one, I'd love to see some holes tied to a close within the corresponding regions, so the lore and history of Sinnoh is intertwined in some way, or all the different forms of battle enhancing. Yeah, it's true. And honestly, they've kind of purposefully set it up where the games aren't exactly continual. You know, there are a couple that are considered together and connective, and they've even kind of split up the timeline, so there's a mega timeline and a non-mega timeline and everything else. So it would be nice if they could, you know, create a game that somehow bridges all of those lores and timelines and everything together so that it's makes sense. But I don't think they honestly will. I think they like the fact that it's more random. Like, even with Sword and Shield here, there's a lot of theories going around that this game takes place, like,
Got it.
hundreds of years in the future from the other Pokemon games. Because there's not a single returning character in this game from any other Pokemon game. Which is very unusual for Pokemon, because every other Pokemon game they've included returning characters. Especially Looker. You know, he's been in every single game since Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. And it's really weird that he's not in these games.
How many
So,
more are we going to get?
Maybe one more, two more.
One more?
So I would like to see, you know... I hope they're not actually veering away from that. I hope that this isn't an indication that this is how all Pokemon games are going to go. And they no longer are going to connect to each other, and there's not going to be returning characters or any of that. I hope that's not the case. I genuinely hope that this is just a matter of, like, they wanted to set this game in the future, and then maybe going forward they have some other plans as how they can kind of tie some things together here and there. And I mean, there's Beast Balls in this game, for Christ's sake, so it has to have some form of connectivity in some way, shape, or form to the Alolan region. Alright, Mordecai, thank you so much for joining us for the stream. Have a great night. We'll see you again next time.
See you later.
Okay. Who just went to sleep?
What?
Who just went to sleep?
Nobody went to sleep. Mordecai had to leave the stream, but he said good night to everybody.
But there's still some people watching?
Yep, Mike's still here.
And Jeffrey?
I don't know. He hasn't said anything in the chat since he first popped in. So I don't know if Jeff is still here or not. I don't really see any. Do you have any? Look around for raid, but yeah, go check out that laser. Mine are pretty far away, and I don't think I have any Magikarp at them. Nope, that's not one.
Why doesn't it tell me in the info of like what type of Pokemon that is?
What's that?
Caparaja?
Caparaja is a steel Pokemon, I think. I'm gonna look at my data decks quick. By the way, this is totally not sponsored at all, but if you guys don't have the app Data Dex, you should download it. It's probably one of the best Pokédex, I don't know, simulator, I guess. It's pure steel. Caparaja is. It's one of the best Pokédexes that I've ever seen. It's so user-friendly, has every single bit of information you could possibly look for in it, and they've already updated all the Generation 8 Pokemon also. Yeah, you know, I want to have hope, Mike, that they will do some form of DLC. Junichi Masuda himself did say they had no intentions or no plans for DLC, but that very well could have just been him dodging the question in the interview I watched of his, because they don't want to give away the fact that, you know, they do have a whole load of DLC probably planned for this game or something. I mean, it's possible at least. But, it would be awesome. It would be cool if they added new Pokemon, new Gigantamax forms, maybe even open up some new islands or some new land we could visit in the game. I mean, it wouldn't be impossible. Other games do it. I did watch a pretty good video by Hoops and Hip Hop earlier, who was kind of going over a lot of the things in these games that still had burning questions to him. And there were a lot of things in there where he kind of tied together that it seemed like they were setting this game up for a sequel. You know, there are some aspects in this game where they're leading you to believe that the story isn't completely over yet. So maybe that does have something to do with it. You want to do this Gigantamax Dreadnought to finish things off? Might as well, right? Ouch.
You haven't got any Gigantamax.
It's because she's been trying to finish out the Champions Cup, the Pokemon League. That's alright. It's always tomorrow. But yeah, speaking of actually tomorrow, my intention is that tomorrow during the day, I might try to hop on with Aubrey here before she leaves for the week to go back to her mother's house. Might try to hop on so she can get more of a chance to get some shiny Gigantamax, or some shiny Magikarp. But tomorrow night, Nadia and myself, just the two of us, will be sitting down to do a family fun stream where we'll be drawing at random from our collection of games and then playing them. And we'll have more of an opportunity to play the games because there's only two of us. We can play a lot more of the collection that we actually have. Yeah, actually, Mike, that's one of the things that Hoops had brought up was that Oleana kind of seems poised to become the next big villain of the game. Being named after a tree and with his ties to Magnolia and everything and Sonia, then maybe he's going to become the next professor. You got Marnie, who would be like the next dark type gym leader, and Bede, who's the next fairy type gym leader. Which is, I mean, it'd be interesting for them to stick these things in the story if they weren't intending on following it up and showing you what that is, you know? Dynamax Rillaboom. It's King Kong! Wow. I know I'm always surprised by that. I don't know why. My Rillaboom's awesome. My OG starter right here.
What the? Who's Pokemon with that?
Clefairy, so somebody else's. One of the NPCs. Ooh, Duck is still here, and he just said he beat his Dark-type gym.
Nice.
Nicely done, you're moving right along in the story, man. That means you're actually at the same place I am. Essentially, I mean, I have to take on Raihan.
How much back
Or Raihan, or however you
get,
say.
Dad?
I have 6. I mean, I have 7.
I only have 4 still. Because I'm moving along there.
Well, because on your game day is when you get to play it and go through and do the story, though, on Sundays. This last Sunday you got a chance to. Remember?
Yeah.
And actually, I even let you play a little bit on Monday, too.
Oh my god. Healed everyone.
By the way, Addison was right. It's only certain moves that heal. It's not every Dynamax battle. Because I have not had a single time it's healed this entire time, and I've just used Max Overgrowth, and it just healed all of our Pokemon.
This is going to be really funny when you see this.
What are you going to do? Oh, yeah. That's another thing, too, Mike. I actually, another PokeTuber I follow, Loxton, he had brought up before Sword and Shield came out that he thought they were going to use the crowds and the cheering as some form of mechanic where it would actually bolster or reduce your stats. And to be honest, I think that's a huge missed opportunity that they didn't go with. Especially in these Dynamax raid battles where you literally have your, other players cheering you on. It would have made so much sense for that to actually influence the battle somehow. Aww.
Is that your future?
No. I have Rillaboom.
That's freaking intense.
Eternatus. 3rd legendary of this game.
Dang, my Ninetale came back.
Yay, Ninetale is back.
And Pikachu.
No, and Clefairy.
Oh.
Did you guys know, fun trivia, that Clefairy was actually supposed to be Ash's partner Pokemon, not Pikachu?
Ninetales of
Originally?
What's
Yeah.
supposed to be?
When they were first setting up the anime series, Clefairy was originally supposed to be Ash's partner.
I'm glad I chose Pikachu.
How was it supposed to be his partner? Nine tails of
What's that?
God. How is it supposed to be a person?
Look, that was their original plan, but then they decided to go with Pikachu instead. Jeez, Ninetales fainted again.
Again.
Or maybe just introduce some new Pokemon via events, because it's quite obvious that Mystery Gift is not going to be used for Pokemon anymore, maybe just items. Yeah.
What's that? What did you just do?
We got kicked out. Because we didn't defeat it in time. Yeah, I don't really know what they're going to do. I mean, it's very interesting to see the kind of maneuvers that they're going with as they move forward with these games and the future of Pokemon. So, I guess, you know, we'll know more when Pokemon Home comes out, and as more events become known and everything, we'll kind of get a gist for the direction they're heading maybe a bit more. Plus, one second. Plus, with Diamond and Pearl remakes coming out next year, fingers crossed, it'll be interesting to see how they tie that all together too. You know. What's up?
Can I clean my clothes?
Yeah, we're gonna. That was the last. That was the last raid battle we're gonna probably do, or we're gonna do for this evening. But since we gotta get to exercise in here before it gets too late. But I do want to thank you guys all again for joining us. It's always a blast to talk to you guys. I really appreciate the fact that you guys jump into the chat and you stay in contact with us. It makes it a lot more fun than just, you know, talking at the screen. So, it's really cool. I really appreciate it. And like I said, tomorrow, maybe Aubrey and I will be jumping in during the day to do some raid battles. Otherwise, for sure, Nadia and I will be jumping in tomorrow night to do our random fun stream. And I will have... hopefully, if everything works out tomorrow, I will have a dice battle going up this weekend too. But we'll see on that. I'm not entirely sure if I'll have the time to record one tomorrow or not. But if I do, it'll happen on. It'll be posted on Saturday. Oh, Duck, you watched a video about how Clefairy was actually supposed to be Ash's partner, and they were gonna make a Clefairy game. Yeah, that's true. Actually, there was a lot of planned Pokemon games along the way that kind of fell by the wayside. That would have probably been pretty cool, but yeah. Oh, and yeah, you are right on Hop. I think honestly with Hop, it almost seems like they took the opposite route that they did with How. Like How started out the game like really naive and just way too friendly and way too happy about everything, and then like the whole game he was that way, even though he got defeated literally all the time. But the whole game he stayed cheery, friendly, and go lucky, and then at the very end they were like, let's make him super competitive and he's gonna win the Pokemon League before you even do somehow. Like, that doesn't actually make sense, but okay. But
Dad, are these my selling stuff? Candies?
No. That is. But don't get rid of the fish at the top.
I won't. I'll get rid of these mushrooms.
And as far as like a new Let's Go Clefairy, I doubt that they'll do that. Honestly, if they're gonna make another Let's Go game, it's probably gonna be like Let's Go Johto. Or maybe if they're gonna keep with the Pokemon thing, it'll be like Let's Go Pichu and Let's Go Togepi or something like that, because breeding was such a big part of
Dad,
Generation 2.
can I sell the honey?
Yeah. Honey doesn't have a use in this game, although it does in Diamond and Pearl, which Diamond and Pearl remakes, right? Yeah, that's another thing too. You're right, Mike. You really are. They didn't even have Hop really play much of a role in the story, other than just kind of coming in here and there. It would have been cool if they would have used him more like May in Oras, you know, where she kind of like was almost seemingly with you on your journey, but not with you on your journey. And then they took it way too far in Generation 5, where it was like that whole group of friends is constantly always everything in there but the fossilized fish.
Everything?
Yes.
Wow.
And you interrupted me talking to ask me something you already know the answer to, Aubrey. My goodness.
Yes. I don't even know how much money I have now.
But yeah, you're right. And honestly, maybe they can do him more justice in the sequel. You know, if they make him into the professor or something, maybe they'll give him more... I don't know. Either way, it's still... They should really build it up more, I agree. But yeah, either way, tangents aside, I still do love the game, and I still love playing it, and I still love playing it for you guys live. So, I do have to get out of here, though. Stay in touch in the Discord server. If you guys are not in the Discord server, I highly suggest you do so. I can stay in touch with you guys pretty much throughout the day.
Oh my god.
And we can chat Pokemon and all other things there, too. So, make sure you join the Discord server. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video, share it on your social media accounts, help spread the word, help get the word out there so that this channel grows even more and I can continue to make this content for everybody. So, thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys
Thanks,
have a great
guys.
night. So thank you so much for watching.
watching.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Ugh.